I'm Scarlett Rousseau, and this is my analytical report project. I'm comparing 3 different universities, 4-year universities, to transfer to as a fall 2026 transfer. The 3 schools I'll be comparing are San Diego State University, SDSU, University of California, Santa Barbara, UCSB, and University of Los Angeles, UCLA. These universities were chosen because they're the top 3 list of my schools that I want to transfer to, as well as they're very highly ranked schools in both California and the nation. I wish for this presentation to both enlighten me on which schools would be best to transfer to, and also help others who are assessing these options. So they all differ in location, cost, specialities, student life, prestige, and I'm going to go into a few that are really specific and honed in so every student can know the best outcomes for themselves. The way I will evaluate the project and the best school will be through criteria points. Each school will be evaluated from 5 criteria points, and whichever school has the best evaluation out of the 3 for that criteria point wins the point. And then at the end, I'll tally up all of the points, and whichever one has the best overall score will be the winner of the project. So, what are these criteria points? Well, there's the total cost of attendance, which includes housing, tuition, and other estimated student expenses. School can be expensive, and it's really important to have one that is in your budget, so whichever school will be the lowest cost will win this criteria point. Next is school rankings. We'll evaluate which ranking each university has and how it compares to each other university. The school with the highest ranking will win. The job placement measures how many students graduate after 4 years and get a job immediately after. The school with the highest rate will win. Next, the graduation rate measures how many students graduate in their 4 years. Now, this will be another percentage, so whoever has the highest percent of graduation rate will win this point. Lastly is location. This is how far the school is from Carlsbad, California in miles. So if the school is closer, it will win a point, as Carlsbad, California is my home and I would love it to be close to home. As mentioned, the first criteria point is cost, which evaluates tuition, housing, and other student expenses. So after going over the 3 costs of all of the schools, the clear winner was SDSU, being $37,324 every year for tuition. Now, the other 2 schools, UC Santa Barbara and UCLA, were both in the 40,000s range, UC Santa Barbara being $47,418 and UCLA being $43,134. So these very differ based on cost of tuition, and a lot of the time it's housing. So UC Santa Barbara has higher housing, while UCLA and UC Santa Barbara both have higher tuition due to them being UCs. So since SDSU has the lower cost, it is the clear winner of this criteria point. The next criteria point is the school's national rankings. So this was based on all of the national schools and how much they ranked in that order. So the school that wins will be the school that has the highest national ranking, with the ranking closest to number 1. So out of these 3 schools, UCLA had the highest national ranking, being number 17 in the USA, while UC Santa Barbara was number 40 and SDSU was number 117. So being in the top 50 is really good, and although SDSU is the lowest out of the 3, being close to the top 100 is still a very big achievement. However, UCLA clearly wins this point, as it is the highest nationally ranked school out of the 3. The next criteria point is employment rate after graduation. This will be measured by which school has the highest percent, which will win the criteria point. So after evaluating the 3 schools, it became clear that SDSU was the winner of this ranking. SDSU had an employment rate of 93% after graduation, while UCSB had an employment rate of 84% and UCLA had an employment rate of 88%. All 3 of these are very high employment rates after school, as all of them are very prestigious schools and they set up their students very well for college, and it's very clear that SDSU is the winner as it has the highest percentage. The next criteria point is the 4-year graduation rate. This will be measured on how many students complete their 4-year college education and graduate with a major in their choice without dropping out or taking extended 6 years. So after evaluating these schools based on the percentage of these, UCLA was the clear winner, being 85% graduation rate. UCSB came in second with 70% graduation rate, and SDSU came in third with a 56% graduation rate. These statistics are likely because SDSU is a state school and the UCs are University of California schools. Although this is true, UCLA was a very clear winner with an 85%, while the others were much lower than it with a 70 and a 56. The last criteria point that we're going to go over today is location. So this was chosen based on a base location, my home, which is in Carlsbad, California. We'll measure the miles of the distance that it takes to get from the school back to my home, the base location. So after looking at Google Maps, SDSU was the clear winner, being only 30 miles from home. The other two schools were much farther, UCLA being 100 miles and UCSB being 170 miles. This is because all of the schools are very far away, and of course UCSB is in Santa Barbara and UCLA is in Los Angeles. So overall, SDSU is much closer than the other two schools, which is convenient for me due to transportation and lower costs of traveling back and forth from the schools. My final recommendation would be San Diego State University. This is due to its lowest cost, highest employment rate, and closest location to Carlsbad, California. These three things make SDSU a very well-rounded school and a great option for students like me who are looking to transfer to a four-year university that is close, cheap, and has a high employment rate after graduation. The other two schools were also great candidates, as the University of California, Los Angeles had a high ranking and had a very high graduation rate, although the other two did not fill out as many criteria points as San Diego State University, which is why San Diego State University reigns supreme. I hope this helps give you an idea of which school would be the best out of the three, according to my criteria points. And if you are looking to transfer in the next few years, definitely use this as a guide to which school would be the best.